Okay, this is Baird Rucker for Knowledge Discovery CS 5560 ICP2. All right, so let me share my screen real quick. Okay, now I can see. So here's the assignment document. First, we went through the notebook that was given to us, and then the assignment was to use the Python libraries. These were the original ones, but we could add any extras. And the 5 tasks we were to do were part of speech, name entry recognition, co-reference resolution, lemmatization, and parsing with this input paragraph. Okay, now let's look at the notebook. So here is my notebook for ICP2. This first cell is just all of the imports I do for all 5 different assignments. You can see some of it is, I'm blanking on the word. Some of it's commented out because there was an issue with one of the packages I was trying to use. So here's the output from that. Here's the initial sample text. So the POS tagger, here's the text cell block for that. And the NLTK toolkit has just tons of built-in functions. So once you know where to look, it's kind of easy to find things. So here's the output for that as well. I will say I was able to find a lot of what I needed on the NLTK 3.5 documentation, and it was fairly well documented, and there's tons of different functions which can be a pain to navigate, but once you find what you need, it's really helpful. So here's name entry recognition. I used the NLTK again. I tokenized it. Then I used some regular expression as the pattern in this regular expression pattern. And then finally use this NLTK any chunk to get the final result. And this was for the name entry recognition. So one of the, so here we can see like organization in general. So it worked fairly well, like Communist Party organization, it picked that up. Chinese organization, I think that classification might be fine. The one it missed, which I was upset about, was Xi Jinping. It did not pick him up as a person. It only picked him up as a proper noun. So I thought that was interesting. I imagine that's because that name is not very common in English. So co-reference resolution was the one I had the most trouble with. I tried importing this neurocorollary library, and this was this example code I was able to find that I thought would run based on the documentation from the library. However, the more I dug into it, it seemed like there were some real dependency issues that they were having with Colab and with other packages that had to be imported. Maybe if it had been a local install, I would have been able to get the specific packages, but I don't know Colab well enough to be able to pull in specific packages and set that up. Lemmatization turned out to not be too challenging, just tokenize and then a simple loop to get all the lematizations, and then parsing as well was basically the same setup. And so this was a pretty good ICP in that I've never really used the natural language toolkit before, so it was cool to see how some of these base functions can have good real world application. Okay,